Hey guys, there's the hair looking up. All right. This is slow. Got some wrestling training today. And here, some mukbang. What is that, you might ask? I better use this because I'm full when it comes to this kind of thing. So, yeah, I'm going to have a meal for those that like watching people eating it. Mm. Mm. First meal of the day, so we're very thankful. Hopefully, you're all eating them, enjoying yourself. So, today, I'm having some nice vegan meal mushrooms, mm, broccoli, can't forget your broccoli. Then pak choy, pak choy noodles, as you can see. Mm. Let me fix my hair. There we go. Beautiful. That's what you all tune in. And what is this? A dumpling. I think I would have picked the dumpling. So today, wanted to talk a little bit about the UFC and give my predictions. Mm. So Merab, he's from Georgia, and he's going to be facing Umar, who's from Russia. Or sorry, Dagestan. They always want you to be very specific with that, and we respect that. So yeah. So the Dagestanis are going to be out in full force because Islam's going to be fighting, and Umar's going to be fighting on the same card. So they're going to have a lot to do. So you can best bet that Khabib's going to be there, narrating and shouting and being at ringside. Oh, and hopefully his brother is going to be there as well. So all the legends are going to be ringside, right? Now, uh, Merhab, I think, has two title defenses. I think he's got two title defenses thus far. Mm-hmm. He's he has pretty good wrestling. I have to admit, his wrestling is pretty good. And I would think that his main strength is what you would think a Dagestani's main strength. He's very good at controlling people. Mm. A lot of people don't like his style because they say it's too controlling, but it's effective. I mean, I watched a couple of his fights. However much his opponents hit him or gave him like a blue eye or cat attack, or gave him a blue eye or a broken nose or whatever they gave him, he always seems to make them look a little bit worse, you know. So he usually works them over worse than what they do, but he controls them longer. So that's pretty much a summary for him. He takes care of his conditioning very well. You could not say that Marhab's got bad conditioning. I know a lot of people are like trolling this guy on the internet, calling him a wuss and everything, because he thought that the Dagestanis were like making fun of Georgia, where he's originally from, and he feels they align themselves with Russia. So I mean, he let politics get the better of him in that interview. That doesn't mean he's got bad conditioning. Like he doesn't tire out. He controls people for a very long time. Mm. So the question is, can he control another middle? That's going to be hard. I don't think. Dagestanis are usually, they have either very good wrestling where they're dominating people, or they have a match where somebody's got good wrestling in it as well. They're going one against one, and then they're on top because we can just grind harder. Like Dagestanis don't have a cap as to how long and how hard they can fight. It's a mentality thing where they just want to be taken out on their shields. So I don't know. It's very hard for me to suggest that Merab can out condition, you know, Umar. Mm, I just thought, not that it plays a big role, but Umar is his brother fights, I think, in Bellator, and he's a lightweight champion, and his cousin is Khabib Nurmagomedov, who I feel belongs on the non-Osada breaking Osada's regulations Mount Rushmore. I think Khabib belongs here because Khabib has been a gentleman his whole career and he's fought the best. Khabib never turned like a match down, but none of the Dagestanis tend to do that. They're always calling out the best. So when Omar called Merab out, he did it very unpersonally. Like he didn't really care who he was. He didn't care about his country or anything. We told him this in the press conference. He says, "Look, I only care about your belt. I have nothing personal against you." And Merab, sorry if I'm pronouncing his name incorrectly. Merab is kind of taking it to heart, which he didn't do in his last match. So I don't know if that's going to affect him negatively to the point where he can't focus or he makes unnecessary mistakes. Either way, that's a dangerous game to play at that level. I think if I'm going to have to predict or bet, just that alone, at that level, where everyone's a high athlete, I think that's going to give Omar a slight advantage. Because Marab's going to be coming into the same country. I can embarrass myself. I have to give my best and all of that, rather than going into the fight loose and relax. And I think that makes a difference. So ultimately, I know we'll see, but my prediction is it's going to be championship rounds. My prediction is either fourth round win, TKO by Umar, because I think he's going to get Merab in some bad positions and Merab's going to extend too much energy, or it's going to be a 5 round decision going to Nurmagomedov. If somebody is called Nurmagomedov, you cannot allow it to go to decision because judges will just be like, "Oh, I recognize that name, so I guess he's getting the win," and that's a fact. I mean, it's not like he needs the judges to do that. He's a very good fighter, but judges do that. That, in my opinion, is how John Jones won his last two light heavyweight fights. He was not in great shape going out of the ring against what was his name? The tall Mexican dude. He fought against Silva. That was a very tight fight. And then he fought against that guy who everyone thought Dominic Dominic Cruz? Dominic Reyes? Dominic Reyes, I think it was. going to be my prediction for that. And second up is Islam. He's going to be fighting Renato, or Renato, I think his name is. Islam is going to take this. No doubt. No doubt. There's too much study footage on Renato's bottoming career. Renato is really a bit of a journeyman. I say that with a heavy heart because he's actually very good at Muay Thai and Jiu-Jitsu and he kind of matches them well. But it's a journeyman. And I don't think he has what it takes to keep up with Islam. Islam's wrestling is so pure. His hip tosses and everything. His judo is next level. His no-gi judo. And one of the reasons why that is so important is because you want to take him down to the ground. But you all know, guys, this is true. This is a true fact. If the match is standing up, and all other elements are included, punches, kicks, then judo is a very big threat. The takedowns, the wrestling, such a big threat. It kind of negates the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu aspect. Excuse me. You don't eat this. Thinks it's fine. So I'm going to go with Merab, and I'm assuming he's going to get the job done before the fifth round because he's fighting a German, a journeyman. Renato's Brazilian, but who knows? Maybe he's a journeyman. And there's no way that is going to let him pass eventually. He doesn't want too much to be exposed or too much energy to be wasted on a journeyman. They respect him for showing up, but that's it. Islam has already made legacy plans to move up a weight class, but those plans are on hold because I think Vila is one above him. Vila has been training with him. He went to training camps to become friends with those guys and learn their training methods. And he's been infatuated with them and talks so well about them all and whatnot. And also, ESPN mentioned a potential fight between Aspinall and Jones. Almost complete. Almost complete to me, as Jones can't make any other fight happen, and now he has to think about the Aspinall fight. So, on that note, I think within the next 2 months, we're going to get a full out, no, I'm not fighting him, I'm retired from John Jones. And people always say to me, well, why are you saying that? John's a fighter, and you're ruining it, blah, blah, blah. I'm just telling the truth. If I'm John Jones, I wouldn't want to fight Aspinall. Nobody who's not an actual heavyweight in their right mind would want to fight Aspinall. He's coming up to his prime. He's not even in his prime yet. He's slowly getting there. He's becoming better strategically. He has knockouts within the first couple of minutes. Nobody makes it past the first round. And John thrives on material, study material. That's John's biggest strength. He loves studying his opponents, gathering information, and then turning it against them. So I don't think we're going to see John Jones versus Aspinall, but I do think we're finally going to get an official no. And it's going to be over Dana White saying that Jones doesn't want that fight. And then we can move on as fans. You know, hopefully John will get the Pereira fight, which he has a bigger chance of winning. Glover says that Pereira is so good, so fast learning, like wrestling and jiu-jitsu, that he's already overtaken some brown and black belts. His athleticism is like, I mean, they gave him, Ken just gave him black belt free because he knocked someone out. But they do that now and again these days with black belts. Not everyone thinks they should be earned. However, it would be interesting to see Pereira versus Jones. Pereira versus Jones, I think it will be a slaughter as soon as he gets into the ground. Hamza versus Pereira is another one people are talking about. I don't see Hamza versus Pereira. I think Hamza should finally fight for a title in the war. Like he could be the first three, not a double champ, a triple champ, the first official one. Technically, um, what's his name? Triple C, the Mexican brother who won the Olympic gold in wrestling in another weight class. Henry Cejudo. He's technically a triple champ, but like full on UFC. I think the only person who can become that is either Pereira, who moves up heavyweight, or Kamza. And I was saying this a couple of live streams ago, and people don't want to hear it, but John Jones can't become a triple champ. It just doesn't make any sense. He's fighting in heavyweight. It means he would need to lose weight to go down to middleweight. And there were a couple of people that were saying, why should he do that? Why should he risk his health to do that? Like, it doesn't make sense. It's not his fault he's that tall. But, okay. That was a great meal. So I think we've covered everything. Those are my predictions. Hopefully, you guys will enjoy some good UFC tonight. And I'll catch you all tomorrow in the live streams. And I wish you all the best. Stay fighting, guys. And see you in the next one.